Overwatch 2 hero.
It's a QT fox girl.
Hey guys, Still Solo here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Overwatch 2 and the recent controversy that's got a lot of people pulling out their pitchforks because of the decisions Blizzard's made with the game. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say that if you guys are liking the content so far, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button. So anyways, enough of that, let's get into this video. So I guess collectively the internet decided that last week was the time to drop some leaks about Overwatch and Diablo 4, but this video is going to be covering the Overwatch stuff. So there were two major things that came up with the leaks, and the first one being a new hero, while the other one was about some Battle Pass controversy. Alright, so the first piece of info is the fact that the next hero for Overwatch 2 has been leaked, and with that, not only do we know her name, but an unfinished cinematic dropped on the internet and it kind of displays some of the abilities that we might see her have. So what we do know about her is that her name is Kiriko, and she's going to be filling the spot for the next support hero in the game. Not much else is known about her other than the fact that she appears to be a kitsune or a fox girl. In Japanese folklore, a kitsune is a fox that possesses paranormal abilities, and after watching the cinematic, I can say they're definitely leaning into this. Again, nothing except the screenshots or the cinematic of her have been leaked, but if you watch the cinematic, there are a few things that she does that can give us an idea of what her abilities will be. At first glance, it looks like she's going to be a very friendly and likable character. She appears to be a young, adult Japanese girl who lives with her mother in a small apartment, and in classic Blizzard fashion, they are doing an extremely great job of making these characters look just so animated and likable. Now in the cinematic, there's a scene where some thugs show up in the hallway and start causing problems, and it's unclear why they're there, but I think they're just kind of local gang members or something along those lines. But anyways, they show up and they start causing problems, and that's when Kiriko shows up and basically deals with the problem. Now when we talk about her abilities in the cinematic, she actually throws a dagger at one of the guys, and then basically just goes into melee dual-wielding daggers. So I think it'd be a good bet that she's going to be a melee-focused hero, and then also having the ability to throw daggers for a ranged attack. So more than likely, her left click is going to be, a typical melee attack, and then her right click's probably going to be her throwing the daggers, or it could even possibly be her Q ability. So then the next thing we see her do is basically have the ability to teleport, which is very similar to the Mage Blink in World of Warcraft. Now, we don't get to see any indication of how it works, but in WoW, the Mage's Blink just has them teleport a short distance in front of them or where they're aiming, which might be the case for this new hero, or it could be something similar to Reaper's Teleport, where you basically point and click and then kind of go to where you're aiming your cursor at. But considering how fast she blinks or teleports in the cinematic, I'm gonna put my money on that it's gonna be more towards the Mage Blink in WoW, where it's like a quick dash. Then in the video, an elderly man basically gets shot and appears to actually die. And then Kiriko teleports to him and places some kind of golden piece of paper on his chest. And after a few moments, the guy basically just comes back to life. So I think her next ability is going to be some kind of resurrect ability, kind of like Mercy. And in the video, she kind of hovers the guy for a few moments, so I don't think it's going to be a super quick or instant cast. I bet it's going to be something where it's going to take a couple seconds to actually fully revive the person. So it sounds to me like it's going to be something where, if you try to run up and res some guy in the middle of a fight, you're probably going to be vulnerable and you're probably going to get killed. Then for her final ability in the video, again, it shows her basically activating some kind of like glowing rift or like a totem or some kind of portal, but anyways, it creates this huge like bluish glowing field in the hallway. And then the elderly guy that she revived along with this little girl both seem to be almost pushed into this like frenzy kind of state, where they both pick up weapons and chase after the bad guys down the hallway. So it sounds to me like her ultimate is going to be some kind of like rift where any ally that's inside the, boundaries of this blue rift are going to be like super buffed. They're going to have their attack speed or movement speed increased, or they could even have like a temporary health shield. But it seems to me like it's a very like kind of aggressive or offensive kind of ability for her allies. Actually, now that I think about it, it almost seems very similar to the Anna's Stim Boost, but in like a group form. Now, the reason why I think the video basically shows off her toolkit is because they did the same thing for Junker Queen. In her cinematic reveal, basically the fight she did, it showcased all of her abilities, so I think that's kind of like a common theme going forward with new character teases. Either way, I'm really interested to see just how accurate my assessment is as to what her abilities are going to be like. Either way, I'm sure we're going to be getting some information about her pretty soon. Alright, let's move on to the controversy surrounding the next leak, which I guess Blizzard leaked themselves, which comes from the official Overwatch website, where they stated that Overwatch 2 is coming October 4th, but as you scroll down, they talk about the Season 1 Premium Battle Pass, and it goes over all the things you can unlock, how there's going to be 80 tiers with like a cool Genji Mythic Cyber Demon skin or a legendary Kiriko skin. And then in the last part of the paragraph, they just kind of casually mention that, oh yeah, in addition to that, the Season 1 Premium Battle Pass owner, you're going to be automatically receiving access to the latest heroes. So apparently you will have to pay money and then you'll get instant access to all the new heroes in Overwatch 2. Now granted, John Spector did go on Twitter to clear up and reassure everyone that you won't have to pay money to get new heroes. He said on Twitter, quote, "Addressing some incomplete information posted early about Overwatch 2 Battle Pass, we'll be sharing all details ahead of launch, but want to confirm that new heroes in Overwatch 2 will be available on the free track of the Battle Pass," end quote. And then someone replied to him asking what will happen if you don't reach a specific tier to unlock a hero. Basically implying, if you lose out on the unlocking of a hero, are you basically going to be screwed and won't be able to level the battle pass or unlock the character. And then John replied with, quote, "We will have free paths to get new heroes in future seasons as well." So basically they're trying to reassure everyone that the new heroes won't be locked behind a paywall and that everyone will be able to get the new heroes for free. But the issue here is that unless you pay money, you will need to grind the new heroes, and in a competitive team-based shooter, that is a huge problem. Because now people that don't have a lot of time to play or work on unlocking new heroes are going to be at a huge disadvantage to players who just pay money to unlock the hero instantly. So at the moment, there is no info as to how far down the free tier the heroes are going to be, but I'm going to just go ahead and assume that they're not going to be very easy or fast to unlock. My guess is that if there's going to be 80 levels to this battle pass, the new heroes are probably going to be like a quarter of the way in, and I would say that'd be a generous guess. Blizzard could go super greedy and make it so that to have them unlocked, you have to get to the very end of the battle pass, which would be insane. Considering other games, when you look at how long it takes to level a battle pass to get the whole thing done, I mean, some games, unless you're playing 12 hours every single day, I mean, some people, it takes the entire season to complete a battle pass. If not, there's a lot of people that don't even finish it. So pretty much this means that even though you unlock the new heroes for free just by playing it, Overwatch is turning into a pay-to-win game, because the people who pay will get instant access to the new heroes, which means that they will also start to get a feel for the new hero and get good with them before other people. And in the case of a new hero being super OP in ranked, I mean, if you're a person that doesn't pay, you're going to be at a severe disadvantage because you don't have access to that character. And this is why you're seeing people on the internet being rightfully upset. I personally don't think it's a very good idea for the game, but it's really hard to argue that because Overwatch 2 is free, so Blizzard has every right to do this. And I'm sure you could always just play quick match until you unlock the new heroes. Now, I don't think this problem is worth saying that the game's going to be dead on arrival or saying that the game's, not worth playing, because, I have seen the comment sections, on the forums. People are pretty upset. I think, however, given Blizzard's track record recently, I know there's been a whole lot of, negative press for the company as a whole, but I think legitimately the developers are trying their best. And I think, if you look at Dragonflight, I mean, the developers on World of Warcraft are, they're making an effort. They're making a serious effort to try to, win back the fans. So I think we should just kind of take a step back and kind of just see where this all plays out. I think at the very least, we need to wait and see, what the battle pass looks like, see where the characters are on that battle pass. I mean, for all we know, they could just be unlocked by playing a few games of quick match. But either way, that's all I have for this video, guys. What are your thoughts about the new hero? Do you guys think she's going to be a new fan favorite? And what do you guys think about the battle pass? Either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.